Hello everybody. It's the spontaneous Sunday afternoon live. Oh, I gotta find it here. Let's see. I found it. I found it fast. Yay! So, I have these pumpkins I've been wanting to do, and I just got home. Well, I didn't just get home. I came home from church and then went in the kitchen, and I had to unload cabinets. We have to empty all our cabinets in the kitchen and in the bathrooms. So there's stuff everywhere. So that we can get Exterminator coming in tomorrow. It's fun. It's fun stuff. I don't know if you saw the spider I posted on my page earlier. Not a spider fan. So anyway, so then I'm done with all that. I had lunch and I thought I'd come up and do some crafting. And I really want to make my pumpkins. And so I figured, well, since I'm going to be making pumpkins, I thought I'd go live. So I have here the pumpkin cutouts. I haven't taken them out of the package yet. And I haven't taken this out of the package either. This is the transfer food pumpkin cutouts. And then I have my colors that I'm using today. I'm using this as well for painting. A lot of people will paint with their chalk paste. They just mix some water in with it. You know, you put some in a little tray or in a little bowl. Mix some water with it, and then it'll thin it out, and then you can paint your whatever you want to paint with it. But I use my chalk paint instead for painting. So anyway, I'll go ahead and, gosh, the way this is, I can't see if anybody's here. Hold on. I didn't get it right the first time. Let me see if I can go where I can see comments. It's Sunday. It's a beautiful day. The weather is nice. How about for you? How have you spent your Sunday morning so far? I mean, it's 1 now, a little after 1. Here we go. Let me try that. Much better. Now I can see comments. Okay, back to where I was. So at this point, I'm going to lower you down to the table so you can see what I've got going on down here, and then we can start crafting. Yay. Okay, here we go. All right, close your eyes if you tend to get dizzy. And I'm going to lower you down and wait for the computer to catch up. And see if that's right. There we go. Yay. Okay. So first I'm going to open the pumpkins. I dropped these when I first got these out of the box. I did it on my bed, and I set them up to the side, and they slid off the bed and landed on the top of my foot. And I had a nice big knot on the top of my foot for a little while. They're pretty heavy. All 3 of them together, they're pretty heavy. One at a time, they're pretty light. But look how thick they are. These are so nice. So that's the little one. And there's the medium-sized round one. My goodness, look at that. How thick is that? Let's see if I have my ruler or my tape measure here. No, I don't. I must have used it in the other room and not brought it back in here. I tend to do that. Anyway, so there's that, and then here's the long one. So, today we are going to do just one side. I'm going to do the Halloween side. And then when I'm done, I'm going to take them in my craft room and I'm going to seal them. And then once the sealer is dry, I'm going to turn them over and do the fall designs on the other side. That way, when they're out for decoration during October, we can just have the Halloween stuff facing out, and then when November hits, bloop, just turn them over, just turn them around. and they'll be usable for 2 seasons. My other thought I had about these was, do I want to embellish them? Like you could put a little bow on it or something, but probably not, since I'm going to have them useful for 2 seasons. I don't want any bows sticking out from the side that's not being used. You know what I'm saying? So it's just going to be a simple chalking today. And the first thing I want to do is paint this one. This one is going to be for the spider webs. So I'm going to paint this one and give it a chance to dry. And I have black to paint the pumpkin. I think I'll go ahead and paint the stem black as well. I didn't bring my Java, I don't think. Or maybe I can paint the stem with Castle. Now I'll just do it black. Be alright. Okay. So let's move this out of the way. I'm going to put this paper towel down so I don't paint my table. And I'm just going to do a little coat of, I'm not going to do a big thick coat. I'm not going to do it twice. I'm just going to do 1 coat. And I want to be careful because I don't want to get it on the sides. I just want it to be on the top. It's a nice Sunday afternoon. I get to do take your bird to work day. My parents, they have a little birdie downstairs. And since we're having somebody come exterminate, I'm going to take her and bring her to the office so she'll be safe. And she gets to spend the day at the office with me. I don't know what the weather's going to be tomorrow, and I didn't want to take any chances with the poor thing sitting in a hot car. So I figured that'd be the best thing to do. And sometimes my co-worker, the office manager, she brings her daughter. So I'll bet the daughter would have fun visiting if she comes. We'll have fun visiting with the bird. The bird likes to kind of interact with you a little bit. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do the stem. There. So that's it. I'm just doing 1 coat. I'm just going to let it sit and dry while I do the rest of the stuff. And then I'll chalk on this last. Alright. So now I can put this away because I don't need it anymore. And I'll put this in here because it will be useful for another project. Alright, now we have these on hand just in case. The dogs are going crazy, don't know why. Let's do this one. Oh, I guess I need to open the transfer and get it out of the package, right? That would be helpful. Let's get these just moved over so I don't smudge it. Put the chalk paste over here. As big as this table is, I never seem to have enough space to work. Okay. Oh yeah, here we go. So this is one of our cut apart transfers. I believe this is 18 by 18. So I'm going to use my transfer trimmers and just cut wherever I see the white line between the different designs. So here's the spider web that I'm going to use on that little pumpkin that I just painted. And I'm going to use this boo on the medium round sized one. The round medium sized one, that's what I meant to say. It is the 12th. That means we have only 10 more days until it is officially fall. 10 more days. Although to me it's fall already. Love, 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 love fall. This is the season when we get to start wearing our sweaters and our boots and scarves and such. Well, I mean, it's too hot for scarves for me. For me it is. Not for everybody. I like to wear the boot cuffs so that I have a little bit of lace or fringe out of the top of my boot, you know, with a little extra color, or a bow, or buttons, or, you know, embellishment. I love to embellish, so I will embellish my boots. This is the one I'm going to be using for the tall pumpkin. Now I created a link, a quick little link. If you want to make these yourself, you can just click on that link. And I put, I wanted to say plum, bright white, and orange. Those chalk paste colors. You can always switch them out. There's shimmer colors. The shimmer colors are so pretty. Okay, so that's going to be fall. This is what we're doing today. This is what we're doing today. This is fall. This is fall. So those I'm going to set aside. I will do those either tonight or tomorrow. These are the three we're doing today. So that one's for the little one that we just painted. And let's do this one. And I want to do this one. Oh, perfect. Okay. So this one will go on this side. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of wax the surface a little bit. I don't know why I have this out. Yes, I do. I'm a messy crafter. Excuse me. This is a chalk couture surface, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a little wax. It doesn't need a whole lot. I'm just using this. I got this in the auto department at Walmart. They have a whole bag of these, and then I just cut it in small pieces because it's easier to deal with. So just a thin layer. And I left my fuzzing towel in the craft room. I need to go get it. I will be right back. I don't know if you can hear the TV. Okay, so, boo, I need to write on the back. Sorry, guys. I bought this little mat under my chair, and it likes to shift around. There we go. Okay, so, boo pumpkin. I'm writing on the back because I want to be sure that I get this on the right backing, number one. But number two, I need to make sure when I do put it back that it is on the correct side. These are reusable. You can get about 8 to 12 uses. I know of people who have gotten more, like myself, if you care for it well enough. But the general rule of thumb is 8 to 12 uses out of these, okay? And when you peel it off, you will see, number one, this is a screen mesh. Okay, my finger's not going through. So basically it's kind of like screen printing. And the mesh is how the paste will go through to put the design on to your surface. Okay, and then I'm going to place this, since it's brand new, I'm going to place this on the fuzzing cloth to fuzz it a little bit. Okay, the other thing you will see for your backing is, do you see how shiny that is? That is the correct side to place your transfer back on to once it's dry. This is a little bit matte. It's nowhere near as shiny as this. So if you forget to write on it, just remember to pay attention to the side you're placing it on, because, and I'm speaking from experience, if you accidentally put it on the matte side, it will be extremely difficult to get it off. It's like trying to get a sticker off a piece of paper, okay? It sticks very well, and I almost stretched it out and ruined it trying to get it off. So you want to be very careful about the side that you place your transfer on, okay? So I'm going to set that right there. Fuzz this a little bit. This doesn't need a whole lot because it's mostly screen. So I'm just going to fuzz it a couple times. Majority of what's going to be sticking to the pumpkin is screen. And the screen doesn't really stick. It just kind of lays there. So I'm just going to line it on the pumpkin. And then stick all of the teal parts to it. Because any teal that you see does have sticky backing. And it will keep, if you're careful about it. Hey, Sandra T! Oh my gosh, I've been thinking about you. How are you doing? I struggle with the big giant screening areas like this a little bit because I have a hard time getting all the air bubbles out, but these little teal areas will stick to it so that the paste won't go under. We're going to use this. This is an old paste. This is not the Creamy Dreamy formula, and this is orange peel. I should have known that. The Creamy Dreamy formula is orange peel as well, and that is what's in the cart. In that little link that you click on if you decide you want to make this yourself, you'll find this in there. But they also have a shimmer orange if you want this to be sparkly. Alright, and all we gotta do, I'm going to work from the center out because it's such a big screen area. I'm doing pretty good, and you know, I did lives in an event for a while, and then I haven't done lives since the event because I've been busy getting ready for a couple of events that I've got coming up next week. Well, I got one Saturday and one on the 26th of September. So, yeah, it's been a little crazy. How you settled? See how I'm working from the center out? Just to kind of smooth out the screening while I'm manipulating the paste. Thank you, I do too. I'm excited. I've been seeing a little bit of your bracelets and stuff. They've been so pretty. I guess that means you found everything. So what I'm doing now is I'm scraping off the excess and just putting it back in the jar. This paste lasts a very long time, depending on how much crafting you do. All right, Let's see how I did. Still unpacking. There we go. So here's the first pumpkin. I got a little bit of a smudge right there. That's okay, I'll scrape that off once it's dry. So I'm gonna put this back on the transfer, on the backing, and I'll wash that in a minute. Wash that when I'm done in here. I'll tell you what, that creative stuff is what keeps our sanity going, right? Alright, I'm going to dry this a little bit, not too long. So it might get a little loud. If it's too loud, just turn down your volume, and here we go. This is our quick dry tool, and it works great for speeding up the drying process, basically. I don't like to wait. I'm not going to touch it though. It's not all the way dry. I'm going to leave that like it is and set it aside so we can do the third pumpkin. So this one will be for this guy. I'm going to wax it a little bit. My frustration with the jewelry is hard to see. You mean like when you post pictures? And Sandra T, she makes some gorgeous jewelry pieces. If anybody's interested, you can look her up. Her name's in the comments. I love her jewelry. In the photos? Maybe it's lighting. Maybe do you know somebody in that you're friends with that could help you with lighting? Or maybe do a little recording of it. Do like, you know, like a 3D recording of it. Just a few seconds. And just show different angles, maybe. They'll show, I don't know. I'm no professional. I'm trying to offer advice on something that I don't even know. Okay. So I'm fuzzing it because it's new. See, now I forgot to write on the back of this. So I'm just going to turn it over and write on it just to be sure. Oh, probably, yeah, just to show different angles. I mean, it doesn't have to be long. It can just be a few seconds. With some music. Put a little music to it. I figured out how to finally do that on my phone. I'm like obsessed with it now. Okay. So put this on here. The hardest part of this particular project is lining it up. That's it. Just lining it up to the pumpkin. And this is another one that's got a lot of screening. So I will work from the center out just to kind of make sure that I'm flattening it while I go, and all the air bubbles are worked out while I'm in the process of manipulating the paste. Okay. I decided to do this one and heat this color. Now we also have, this is old, they're very old. But we have this, we have two different purples. One is in a shimmer and one is not. I'm wanting to say it's plum. I'm so bad about remembering names. I'm sorry. So I'm going to do this in this color. These are the Hocus Pocus colors, right? Orange, purple, and black. Woo, I almost dropped it on my desk. I have no fans going, so I don't have paste drying on me so fast today. It's been such a nice day. How is it in your area? The white thing. Oh, that is a wood pumpkin cutout. As soon as I'm done, I will show you the other side of it. I'll give you like a 3D view of the pumpkin. I'm a little paranoid to stop pasting right now, but I'll show you in just a second. This paste is pretty old, and I'm not sure exactly how fast it's going to dry up on me. And I don't want anything to happen to my pumpkin. 90 degrees. You know, I don't even know the temperature here. That's hot. Probably not hot. Probably not 90 here. I don't really watch the weather or the news, so I'm surprised every day. So it makes it hard to dress. But I never know until I walk out the door what it's going to feel like. Okay, I'm scraping off all the excess, putting it back in the jar. So I don't know if you heard, after we got ourselves, you know, majority of everything unpacked and in cabinets and everything, we have had to empty everything because we need to get exterminated. The house was pretty much sitting empty for a while, and some critters decided to make it their home. All right, let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm loving this. Look at this guy. Oh my goodness. So this is what we have so far. All right, I'm gonna put this back on here so I can wash it later. Okay. So this is the back side. This side I'm going to do for fall. But see how thick it is? This is it's a wood pumpkin. And it came with this size. And put this over here. And it came with this one. It's a pack of 3. Yeah, critters. Like I don't know, you know, I don't know if you remember, we found a little nest of baby mice in my living room across the hall here. And I saw the mama running off. We haven't caught her. Today I went to boil some eggs, and there was some long, fuzzy, caterpillar-looking kind of a thing crawling around inside where the burners are. We're unpacking all the cabinets, so we seem to have stirred up quite a bit of frenzy. And so yeah, we're we're getting things exterminated over the next, you know, he's going to come 3 times every 2 weeks. So we're going to leave our cabinets empty. Everything's going to sit in boxes and containers all over the place until, you know, he's done with his 3 sprayings. And then after that, it'll most likely just be quarterly, you know, around the perimeter of the house. But for now, we need to do a big old, we need to do something. Yeah, they're getting restless, and I'm not liking it. So here's the second shape. It's nice and thick, and this is what it looks like on the other side. And then we have this little guy that I painted, one side black and the other side is going to be for fall. And so this one here is my purple checkered. So I'm going to put the lid over it, over the paste, and do a little dry. That's good for now. I'll just let that set while I do the third pumpkin. Aren't they adorable? So there's those. And then I'm going to do this guy. So I painted this one black. And it's dried. And I'm going to wax it a little bit. Just to prep the surface for the there we go. I'm putting a little bit more on this one than I did on those two because of the paint. I don't want to pull the paint up with the transfer. Okay. And I'm doing the little spider webs. So, right on the back. You don't have to write all this stuff that I write. You can just write back. You can do an X. You can do a skull with crossbones. If you're an artist, you can whatever you want to do, just so that you know when you put this back on. If you accidentally start putting it on this side, there'll be something there to catch your attention. A pillow on my side. I'm thinking there's several. Do you remember the gist of which one? So fuzz, fuzz, fuzz. I'm going to fuzz this a little more with the terry cloth side because of the paint. Okay. Now, this one might be a little tricky because I'm not sure. I guess it really doesn't matter. Oh wait, I kind of think I want that to go on the stump. So it's a little bit bigger than the little pumpkin, but that's okay. There we go. So however much of the spider web you want on there. And this time I am using, I'll have to look. I'll have to look it up. This is definitely the Creamy Dreamy formula, and the reason I'm using the Creamy Dreamy and not the old one is because the fine lines. I have found the old paste doesn't work so well. These lines are pretty thin, right? They're pretty small compared to the other designs. And this Creamy Dreamy formula is just, it's incredible. It gets up in there and does a nice crisp design with those fine lines. So that's what I'm using on this one. And I worked from the middle out because I'm just in that mode. I don't think it's really necessary with this particular one because it's mostly teal sticky area rather than screen non-sticky area. Although I did hear it snap, crackle, and pop a little bit, so I may have had an air bubble in there that I missed. And I'm scraping off the excess. Put it all back in the jar. And peel this off. Oh, looky there. I love it, love it, love it. Wash that later. Dry this a little bit. Now this one we have a little smudge that I want to take off. Let's see. So I have this multi-tool kit. It's got a teeny tiny little squeegee area in case you have a tiny little spot. And then it's got this plastic little pointed thing. And it's awesome for getting chalk paste off of areas that you don't want. Okay. And then I think what I want to do is take a tiny little paintbrush, because even though I scraped it off, this is a wood surface and it's porous, so it's got a little bit of an orange stain there. So I'm just gonna dab just a tiny bit. And just cover up that orange stain a little bit. There we go. And there we have it. And so, clean my hands before I touch anything, because I don't want to leave paste in areas that I don't want it. And now let's see. I'm going to set them up on the shelf here. All right, I'm going to raise up the camera, see if you can see them. Actually, close your eyes if you get dizzy. No, I'm not going to do that. Never mind. Yeah, I'm still going to move the camera though. So I'm going to raise it up. And there they are. I love them. I'm waiting for the computer to catch up. Can you see them? I know my camera's so far away. So that's the side I'm going to leave for now. I'm going to seal them and let the sealant dry, and then tomorrow, either tonight or tomorrow, depending on how long it takes them to dry, I'm going to do the other side with the fall designs and some fall colors. Yay! That's it for today. I just thought I'd jump on and do this because it's been a while since I've been live. And the fall one, the fall side, I'm going to do in my group, in the VIP group, the Wannabe Crafty Society. I'm going to do it in my society to share with everybody there. So if you're not a member of the society, just type society in there, and then I'll send you an invite to get you in there so you can see the second side being done on these pumpkins, and even take advantage of deals and offers and treats and stuff that I offer. Okay, Sandra, it was so good to see you. It's been too long. Again, time has gotten away and we haven't been able to catch up, but we do need to do that soon. And yeah, that's it for now. All right, bye everybody.